Amanda, and this is my audience.
Fred.
Julie.
Elijah.
And for today's speech, I'm going to be talking about animal testing. There is a problem with animal testing. According to PETA.org, each year more than 1 million animals, including mice, rats, frogs, dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters, and guinea pigs, monkeys, fish, and birds, are killed in the U.S. laboratories for biology, experimentation, chemicals, drugs, food, cosmetics, testings, and the list goes on. We have talked about what is wrong with animal testing. Now let's talk about how animal testing causes harm to innocent animals. Animal testing causes stress, pain, suffering, harm to innocent animals. These animals have never been shown love, compassion, or care, and have never had a true family. They have never ever even been a part of a family, actually. What makes this even worse is animal testing experiments do not always contribute to improve human health or prevent a possible reaction from a product. According to PETA.org, animals are tested, and the drugs they use are artificially induced animals in a laboratory, whether they be mice, monkeys, or whatever, are never identical to those that occur in nature, such as a biology made up in human beings. And because animal species differ from one another biologically, in many significant ways, it becomes even more unlikely that animal experiments will yield results that will be correctly interpreted and applied in human conditions in a meaningful way. As an animal lover, I see a major problem with animal testing. I recommend standing up and speaking up to protect these innocent living beings. We have talked about how animal testing causes harm to innocent animals. Now let's talk about what you can do to help them. What you can do right now to prevent animal testing in the future is let NIH know that you're against animal testing and you want your tax dollars spent on something else. You can simply doing this by emailing NIH or writing them a letter. PETA.org suggests that you use both of these points. Animal experimentation is inherently unethical practice, and you do not want your tax dollars used to support it. Funding for biomedical research should be directed into a use of epidemiological, clinical, in vitro, and computer modeling studies instead of cruel and crude experiments on animals. You can email NIH at francis.collins@nih.gov to make an impact today. If we don't do something about animal testing, these animals may never know love. We've talked about what you can do to help animals. Now let's talk about a new world where testing on organs on chips. Visualize a world where animal testing is banned for good. Animals will not have to suffer at the hands of science any longer. More than 92 out of every 100 drug experiments that pass on animals fail on humans. Now that you don't have to visualize for long, because there is a new technology called organs on a chip. This allows scientists to mimic and predict how human beings would react to a drug or cosmetic item by using human cells on microchips. If you do not take a stand and help make things right, you're part of the reason their voices aren't being heard. We've talked about a new world. Now let's talk about what you can do right now to stop animal testing. I have my visual aid right here, and it's a graph of all the animals that have been tested on in the U.S. I'll have that linked in the discussion post as well, and I'll email it to my instructor. The title of it is Number of Animals Used in Research in the U.S. in 2016. More than 183,237 guinea pigs, more than 139,391 rabbits, 60,979 dogs, and 50,226 pigs were tested on in the U.S., and the list goes on. In conclusion, 100 million animals are killed every year in the U.S. alone. Animal testing is insignificant to human health because of the differing biology in each species. Animal testing is unnecessary with the new organ-on-chip technology. You need to take action immediately by buying only cruelty-free cosmetic items and emailing NIH at, once again, francis.collins@nih.gov. Many cosmetic items are cruelty-free, such as Kylie Cosmetics, Jeffree Star, and a bunch of hair cosmetics and makeup cosmetics. You can also get any type of lip product or eye product tested for free at any place that shows a little bunny sign on the cosmetic item, which proves that it's cruelty-free. I highly recommend that you use cruelty-free items because testing on animals is harmful and cruel to these animals. There are many animals that have staples in their head, eyes are jabbed out, and bleed internally because of these products. So I suggest you take a stand right now to ban animal testing for good. Thank you for coming to my speech, and once again, this is my audience.
Julie, Elijah.